I certainly hope that we didn't lose all that content, but with that, again, this has a specific name, inferior vena cava, okay? Then, just like what the aorta does, it splits, but okay, it's not going down, it's going back up again, okay? Back to the heart, but still, this splits into what two vessels? That's right, okay? So then, if this is the right common iliac, okay, this one off this tributary would be what? Internal iliac, and then this one, okay? And then as we look at this one must be what? And then this one, okay. So both of them, once they come together into the external iliac right here, and then this is the iliac, come together to the common iliac, then to the inferior vena cava, and then all the way up to the cranium, or back to the heart, not the cranium. Okay, then what vein would this be? Renal vein? Hepatic, that's right, okay, the hepatic vein. All right. So, then as we're getting closer, why does this loop around and then come back to the top? When blood is going away, it's got a curvature here, it's right there. But why doesn't the vena cava come back and have a curve and dump into the right atrium? The answer to that was with that diagram model yesterday. Okay? What we're talking about here, okay? So from above the heart, here's your superior vena cava, but from underneath, there's your inferior vena cava that just is pumped right into the, and you can see the hole right there. That's where the inferior vena cava goes into what specific chamber? The right atrium. That's correct. Okay. So, therefore, this has to be the inferior vena cava. You can't see where it is going into this right atrium. So then this has to be what then? The superior vena cava. Then where that would split, okay? This is a little tricky. It's very similar to veins. It starts with a B, actually. Cephalic vein, you have a left and a right, okay? Then the next one, there and there. Subclavian, okay? Then this one would have to be your axillary, okay? Then we got another tributary. This one must be what? I believe this is the brachial, that is the deep brachial. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. There is no deep brachial. It's called basilic. So, yes, this is the brachial vein. We're not going to go any further past that because it's called the basilic. Okay, brachial vein right there. All right. So, with that short amount of time, this video unfortunately was only 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but hopefully we can retrieve that. Please work on these, and it's just something that I don't think that you can pick up in even overnight. It's something that constantly needs to be worked on. And that same type of concept is something that will transfer over perhaps to if and or when you take a biochemistry class. What would work for myself, and perhaps you would think the same way, is if you have to know specific acid structures to write them out on note cards. So then that's or amino acid structures, which is something that we will be talking about in your general chemistry class. Know some of the specific structures of carbohydrates and amino acids. It's just a brief introduction because in the biochemistry class there's 20 amino acids. You need to know 13 of them, which is quite a bit. I understand. And then when it comes to the carbohydrates, there's quite a bit of them that you would be responsible for too. There's just minute changes between their structures. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, so we'll catch up to you next time.